I've worked clinically with folks who've had Alzheimer's, both with neurologists in the diagnostic stage.
Okay.
It's difficult to get a good diagnosis of Alzheimer's in theory because there are other types of dementias, and the only way to get a diagnosis of dementia is of Alzheimer's is either through a spinal tap or on autopsy. Alzheimer's is a progressive dementing process that they're not really sure what is the cause. It seems to be somewhat genetically related, but it's progressive, it's pervasive. It starts with issues of memory, primarily anomia, having trouble with nouns, and as the brain atrophies, there's the memory impairment becomes even more pronounced. There's difficulty with short-term memory. Actually, a person can remember, their school days, but they can't remember maybe what they had for breakfast. It is Alzheimer's is the most pervasive disorder, and most folks who have some type of dementing process has Alzheimer's. It's a pretty safe bet, even though we can't get a biological, physiological. There's a neuropsychological signature of Alzheimer's that is pretty effective in being able to provide a diagnosis. A lot of times, what happens is it's a gradual process, and the folks who have it usually are retired, and oftentimes they have a spouse or children or some family members to help take care of them. And because it's such a gradual process, a lot of times what happens is the couples don't even realize what's happening, because gradually, ever so gradually, one of the partners is picking up the slack. And like one person may not be wanting to drive, try to come up with different types of excuses or rationalizations for memories, kind of almost joking about it sometimes. And as it's kind of like the curtain closing on a person's life. Once they get the diagnosis, I'm a practicing Catholic, and the textbook answer, according to the Vatican, is we don't do that type of thing. The other side of the coin is what about the quality of life and the dignity that goes along with the quality of life. And I think that because of modern medicine and things that we've learned, we prolong a person's life past their natural stage, and so are we prolonging a life that should already have died? Are we trying to do something that's moral, and who is it moral for? One of the things that they do, I think, is and I don't know the answer to this. It's almost like none of us wanted to know the answer, but I think that as the stages progress, they gradually increase the amount of anti-anxiety medicine so that she would sleep longer, her respiratory rate may slow down. But that was between hospice and the physician and the nurse, and we were not privy to that, and we didn't get permission one way or the other. So I think that on some level it may be happening without us knowing about it. So there should be some type of awareness, and probably the family members are the ones who, kind of like you, should be the ones who start it. But you're going to come into all kinds of political morality issues, and I think that the medical profession is not really ready right now. Ask Dr. Kevorkian about that.